Here we go. Oh, yeah, they're here. Starting off the best of 7. Now, of course, these two played a best of 7 previously. It was super intense, lots of drama involved. Um, Damian taking the win, if you can call it a win. Of course, the last few seconds, there was like a couple seconds left on the clock of Game 7. It was tied. Apop lagged out, giving Damian a goal, and we looked at the replay. We said, okay, it looked like he lagged after the net was already, open, and Damian would have had a free goal, but it seems as there was just sort of like movement after the lag out happened. So, really, it doesn't count. They're just replaying, seeing, assuming Apop's got better ping conditions. I know Damian's been putting more time into the game, so he's gonna have a lag. Is he actually? Is he actually pulling this card out? He has 68 ping. Apop has 72, and I've been playing ranked twos with him, and he has had this issue where he is like, has that invisible lag. And if I was gonna give him one back, I mean, it's giving that invisible lag where it's not really showing ping, but he is getting like a lot of lag. You're in your home servers. Yeah, Damien's pretty much in the middle of USA. He's doesn't really have a big preference. Maybe he's slightly preference towards East, but this match is gonna be played on West as doesn't make too much of a difference for Damien, and it's you know, Apop. He already is on high ping. This is the internet's that bad, but don't want him to be on like 120, right? Damien is taking the lead. Tries to go under Apop. Picks up the wall. Ceiling shot. That's a quick turn and good finish. We're definitely seeing, the mechanics come into play for Damien. He relies on those so heavily, and for good reason. I mean, they rarely let him down. He's gonna start building his lead. This is gonna be some time for Apop on the ball. This is an open net. Did he realize it was open? I don't think he did. Went for the placement on the shot. Damien really made no attempt to get back there. Lead back to 1. It's still obviously best of 7 long series. Game 1, definitely I'd expect to be one more of the filler games because I mean Damien is warmed up, Apop it's not. So of course seeing him bring this back to even early on, good start for him. I expect higher caliber of play from both these players because the last match they played against each other, there was really a lot of mistakes, a lot of overcommits, a lot of overcommits really, and a lot of open nets given. And we see Damien just able to keep control of the ball for longer stretches of time, which is what he's really good at doing without, really overextending and making mistakes. See, there's a sort of a risky demo play, but it's going to pay off as he does land it. Apop early challenge, but Damien got the touch over. The bump isn't going to do much. Damien's going to slow it down on the goal line. Not slow it down enough for Apop to actually get back, just taunting him. And the quick chats. Whereas Damien trying to get in the head of Apop. It's not a strategy that Apop hasn't used in the past. Ooh, maybe trying to get the dunk. Coming to the corner. Conserving the boost, not using any of it. Now starts to use some, but it's just cut out as the touch wasn't anything special there. Pretty beatable. Demo attempt. Apop looked like he was almost doing a supersonic, but still only a bump. Leave Damien back in net. Awkward. Lands on the post. Now Apop. You got the corner boost. He has the boost steal. The flick now. Trying to starve Damien. Continuing. Just putting shots on. Damien surely just has no boost to work with. Another boost steal for Apop, and he still has possession. Low 50 though, and actually Apop's won that. Not enough boost to get the counter, but the 50 just not precise enough for Apop to be able to continue his onslaught. Damien now the air dribble. He went a little bit too high on those touches, and the fake wasn't low enough to get it under Apop. Counter attack chance. He doesn't recover though. Another boost steal. Star will come back into play if Apop can just get this touch. Awkward for Damien. He does. The next boost steal should come through, and it does. So Damian back in net, low boost, but Apop's playing this just a little bit close to him. He's not being able to play the speed advantage, just peppering shots on net. Really, the threat wasn't anything too severe, but just the boost total not there for Damian. It's just a pretty slow shot that ends up going through. Damian was pretty awkward. Had to cover pretty much all options. Oh, and a great demo from Apop. Good to see the demos from him come back into play. Of course, both these players pretty good at using demos in 1v1. Counter attack, long shot. Oh, and it's actually a miss from Damian. We rely on Damian, or Damian really relies on his mechanical consistency and being able to outspeed his opponents. We see really he's kind of been able to he's not been able to convert on that front. He's actually been losing the boost battle as a pop long shot tries to get the angle. Oh, it's off the post, but he still has this boost steal, and this is such a great job from Apop, like dictating the pace of the play. Now looks for the bump and the demo. It is Apop. He's up by 2 goals, 53 seconds. Definitely Damian has more comeback potential than most, to say the least. Damian says, I got in trouble for being toxic. Why isn't he in trouble? When did Damian get in trouble for being toxic? When was that? I don't remember that. I'm like, oh, but I mean, as I'm talking about that, sort of, I mean, the mental game is maybe coming into play, because definitely a mistake from Apop, just trying to play it quick with the long fake challenge and the long shot from Damian. Gives himself lots of time to bring it back to even. He's wasted quite a bit of boost here, though. And what was almost a goal for him, and now maybe a goal against him, as Apop tried to catch it, but again, the speed is there for Damian. Rebound is there. The speed returns. And it looked like Apop wasn't really safe, but it looked like he was starting to pull away just slightly. But Damian with 2 goals brings it back and still could take this game. Long shot, Apop does save it on the goal line. 60 boost. Maybe will he be able to starve Damian here? Only 10 seconds though, not really enough time to put a starve on. And that's a great save by Damian. Gets recovery. The demo attempt doesn't connect. Looks for the early challenge, and it's right past him. Damian didn't need boost to do anything there because Apop just going for those early challenges. They're gonna get red. It's just 1 second. What's he gonna do? Fakes the kickoff, and of course, not gonna be hard for Damian to kill that. Oh, but he actually gets a little bit too overconfident. Lets Apop get there. Looks like he's gonna keep it up, and Apop's actually the one that ends up killing it. Game 1. I expect Damian to be the favorite. Not by a lot, but you would expect him to be the favorite. East? What? Get out of here. Get out of here, Damian. I mean, it is true. Damian has better ping than Apop. Marginally. But, I mean, I'd say it's pretty fair. The snap is bad. The ball bounces weird. Now they fix that. Well, starting off, maybe the map is going to be a problem for Damian. He's trying to find things to be problems for him because he's not having too many problems right now. He has to manufacture his own. But flip reset from Apop, not going in. And from Apop, we just do need to be able to see more of those starving plays. Because, yeah, oh, that's a great beat from Apop. Oh, but he misses the post bounce. He thought it was going to go a little bit more to the inside, hit that edge of the post. But no, just bounces straight out off the backboard. Flips past the ball, and Damian gets a free goal off of it. But yeah, as I was saying, Apop, just the boost starbs, they were really effective in the middle sort of game one. And he wasn't able to convert on all of them, but still, if you're able to do that, you're able to really control the play and not get counterattacked on as long as you play it right. And it's actually a counterattack from Apop that he's going to score. A little bit of an overcommit from Damian. Did you see how that was a normal bounce? Damian is coping hard right now. They played on this map last time in game 2. It's the rotation I've been using. Oh, and interesting fake kickoff. Gonna work out for Damian, but he misses the boost. 12, tries to get the fake, maybe the beat. Apop. A playstyle advantage, I would say, against Damian, where he's able to really adjust to the fast level of play that Damian likes to play at. And Damian is a player that uses a lot of boost, so you would imagine that, okay, he's pretty easy to starve, but he's so good at keeping his speed and just beating you to your boost, he's really not that easy to starve. He's actually just really hard to play against. He's going to keep control of the ball, keep control of the boost. Even if he's using a lot, he's never really letting it get out of control. But Apop, he really has an answer to that, as he is going to get counterattack mostly open net there. Damian, of course, the fast player, the aggressive player, he's going to try and do a lot to keep his pressure going, trying to score goals. And Apop's able to take advantage of that. The fake kickoff now. And the zero boost. Does get a great bump though, Apop. Nice little wall dash there. And the shot off the crossbar! That was mostly open. He shot it high enough to just get it clear of Damian. But it was too high to be in the goal. So, oh, and he does commit there. So, yeah, Damian ties it back up. Some mistakes from both players in game 2. But it does look like Apop has been so close to being able to take control, and just some crucial mistakes, 2 open net misses. It's really, he could have been leading this game already. It's tied. Has led for a bit, you know, but never really taking control. And another open net that we see. So this was something we saw in the first series against these two, the one that was, you know, you could call it shocked. With the Damian leaving after game 5 because he thought it was over, then he had to come back and ended up winning it because he thought it was lagging and all that stuff. But yeah, we saw early in that series a ton of overcommits and open net goals. And Apop has not really been doing that, but in this game, Damian definitely has. He's probably going to go all in for this play, off the ceiling. Maybe a flick or must-see. Goes for the catch, sort of a plan B touch. Landing on his wheels, of course, but just getting some power, making sure he wouldn't get challenged. Long shot, just high off the backboard. Open net opportunity. Apop looks for the wall read to get it, but either way, Damian would have gotten back. Touch middle. Boost control now. He could have gone for the star, but he went for that risky early challenge. Speed, though, still there. Really impressive how he matches Damian's pace and even outpaces him at times, as he's probably, you have to say, the smarter player. He's in the boost battle, but again, just... Oh, and Damian's going to taunt him. He's going to get it. Oh, wait, it's off the post. Damian does convert. Yeah, and Apop is doing such a good job to really shut down Damian, keep him on defense, because Damian not really a defensive player, of course. If you put him on defense, it's definitely a winning position. But when it comes to that... Oh, a plan B attempt! Almost got it. He's going to be turtling, but will get back. He is able to keep Damian on defense, but just can't really finish the job once he has that starve in play. He's not really able to get the control and get the distance away from Damian to really get an outplay. Because there's a demo that leads to a goal. Back and forth game, which Apop has been intermittently in the lead. Damian has been behind or tied pretty much the whole time. Maybe about to be tied as he wins a kickoff. Not going to be open. But a boost steal. Is it past Apop? Will Apop be able to get back? Touch from Damian goes not towards net. And another open net chance. It is an overcommit from Damian, as we see a little bit too much. Apop can see what Damian's doing if he's in the air, and if it's not a threat, then just going to be easily taken care of and put into the open goal back the other way. Now remember, at the end of the first game, Apop had a 2-goal lead, the same amount of time. And Damian putting this goal in the back of the net, maybe trying to rewrite the storyline from the first game. It's a bit of a mistake from Apop as he flips too far, does recover. Will he be able to get the boost? A misflip on the wave dash. He has 0 boost. Damian tries to flick. Apop over flips past the ball in fear of that far post shot. And it is tied. 12 seconds left. Is Apop going to choke again? Is Damian going to clutch again? Or will we see something different? Final few seconds. It is Damian. Before the end of regulation. Just that last touch from Apop. Got it out. Follow up. Damian on 0 seconds. Goes for the catch. Gets it past. And Apop couldn't reach it. Just a magnificent play from Damian, really. Forced Apop back. Put him in fear. Because you always got to respect Damian's wall plays. And he just comes down off the wall. And gets it past. Late game clutch. 2 games in a row for Damian. If he gets one more, he's asking for East. He's asking for East. But obviously he's not going to get East because he's doing so well right now. He is definitely not having troubles. We can say that. I should not have agreed to play this. Worst idea. Man, Apop, you're coming so close. You have the winning formula within your grasp. You just need one more calculation, really. I really think Apop, he's lost in the... He lost the game with 1 second in game 1 and with 0 seconds in game 2. Just so close to overtime in both cases. And he had a 2-goal lead in, the final minute in both cases. So he has what it takes to really exploit the weaknesses of Damian, but he just has to finish the job. Finish the execution. Double reset attempt from Damian. At least goes past into the corner. Boost steal. Slows it down. And Apop moves in. Damian, such an interesting player when you talk about pace, because obviously we talk about Damian, okay, he's very fast. He's very hard to keep up with. And obviously that's true, except Damian disagrees, or Apop disagrees, rather. Maybe I thought Damian was Apop as spears into his own net. But Damian, he's so fast that once he gets space on the ball, then he's just perfectly content to just slow it down to an extreme degree. And he just takes perfect control, as that was definitely not perfect control, as Doomsy Dish saves it off the post. Mechanically, still struggling a little bit. Not up to his usual standard, at least. Though he has been struggling lately. So maybe it is the new norm. Hopefully not, obviously. Apop touches off the wall. That'll allow him to get boost. And of course, Damian, he has the ability to speed it up. The contrast between his max speed and his lowest speed. Oh my goodness, he's going to fake the reset. Goes off the crossbar. Apop gets back, but now he's going to be starved. Speed from Damian. He commends the save. But he sort of left it open. Not open enough, as Apop just didn't really have the boost to but speed, get it there quick enough. Damian again slowing it down when he has that ball on the ground. Then the quick burst to push it past. But his shot is off the crossbar. Apop holds his 1-goal lead. He doesn't have any boost though. It's the 50 game. Oh, he goes AFK. He stopped moving. That was surely a goal for Damian. Oh, what just happened? What just happened? Was that a rage quit or what? He's back. What happened? Was that rage quit? Was that a glitch? It looked like he was moving. I am truly baffled about what I've just witnessed. Apop's trademark fake. Obviously, Damian's gonna take it to the wall. Great demo there. Doesn't collect the boost, so what is this camera view? He has 80. Tries to get the flick over. He does, and it's open. But he leaves the ball. Does go back. He turns in time. Gets the goal. Apop. This has been the story of this series, though. It's so just weird to see that he's oh my goodness, he's leading the game, but he doesn't really have more hope than the past 2 games when he's lost. It's the air dribble bump from Damian. Oh, and Damian's left the match. What is he doing? What the heck? What just happened? Why? What? Where did they go? What? Damian's back. Oh my god. Oh my god, what? They both changed presets in between the same goal. I mean, that's on Apop. What is he doing? I mean, sure, Damian did it and he got back in time. But it's gonna be tied. That was... what the heck? Okay, well, Damian... I mean, Apop's changed his Fennec preset to another decal. He's using Buster Bar before, I believe. That's a great save by him. And Apop is... Or Damian's changed his car altogether. What is this car? I don't remember. It's one of the Hot Wheels ones, like the... I don't know what this one is called, like the skull something? I don't know. And Apop's just gonna miss an open net, so... Things really falling apart. Damian looking for the plays. Oh, it's a save, wall play. Oh, plan B! And he does hit it! Damian can't save it! Apop showing signs of life with his mechanics. That is a great shot. The pogo shot, if you don't want to call it the plan B. But nonetheless, a surprise for Damian to see, especially. And, well, maybe he's happy that he scored that and he's going to get his mentality up, but immediately his dreams get crushed. Damian leaves again. Apop should just skip this replay and try and score, because we know Damian's shenanigans, like, what is happening? Takes up a wall, 100 boosts. Damian, this challenge is going back to that first Octane, the Falcons decal. He's going to score. Is Damian going to leave again? No, it looks like he's staying put. Where's the strategy working for Damian? He's switched cars twice in the match, and he's still winning. He was fast enough one of the times. The other time wasn't fast enough, but Apop just also left, and he got a goal off of it, which is... I don't even know what to say about that, but hey, an open net goal. The chaos continues as we are tied, approaching the final minute. Will it be broken before the final minute, say Apop? Maybe looking to do just that. Damian sees him faking the backflip challenge. Backflip challenges especially can be unexpected because, I mean, your opponent never turns. You never see them turn around and don't get that time to do anything. You just see them that tiny difference in distance to the ball, and then okay, they're already backflipping into it. An underrated strategy. Oh, and a bump. Apop driving out into nowhere. He was really expecting Damian to just take more time on that. Damian sees him driving towards it and says, okay, I'm gonna put it in the open net. For the first time, really, Damian's really been leading in the final 30 seconds of a game. Besides that 1 second goal, of course, game 1. But the situation is very dire for Apop as he's got no boost. Damian didn't for a moment either. Actually, good job getting that on his car. Damian saves anyways. Final 10. Damian's been the one in this position that Apop's in. And Apop not going to be able to get this one either. I guess you can FF. I mean, things are... The match is falling apart, let's just be clear. Apop didn't ask for OT there. Interesting choice. And Damian goes 3-0 up. Could be about a 4-0. And Apop also on 280 ping. Oh, I didn't change the map. Whatever. I think that's the least of our worries right now. Let's see if Apop is up to the task of a reverse sweep. And it's interesting to see the Fennec versus Octane comparison as well. Oh, okay. Well, talking about the Fennec, that's a shot that you don't see the Fennec hit very often. A nice flip reset. Damian, a little bit too enthusiastic, I'd say. But if I scored that, like, it was a great shot, but I think Damian's patronizing him a bit. As the air dribble bump, Apop gets the save and the boost. Looks for the wall read, the signature shot, but no contact is made. Could still call that a signature shot, depending on your perspective. If you're current, you would call that. The dribble, take to the side. Can't really do much. But again, just the speed. Instantly able to get the touch past Apop. Bump attempt doesn't come through. Fake attempt does. And Apop set up for the shot. Damian can't reach it. And Apop finally with another lead. It's been a while. He hasn't really led early in this game by 2 goals. So often to see 1-goal games between these two. Or 1-goal leads, rather. Or 1-goal games as well. And that's just an outplay from Damian, but Apop got back, surprisingly enough. The open net shot. Oh no. Okay, it is in. It is in. That was extremely worrying. It wins the kickoff as well. And this is very impressive for Apop. He's had that 2-goal lead where it looks like he's really starting to get a hold of Damian, but this is definitely different. It's not at the best point in the game to have this lead, but it's very promising. And I don't know, it's hard to say that Apop is really stepping up a lot because, you know, the tone of the match would really indicate the opposite. Damian seems to be really getting in his head. He just asked to forfeit. And now he's starting to dominate, really. I wouldn't call it dominating just yet, but if the match keeps going the way the first minute and a half has gone, then yeah, it would be domination from Apop. And maybe Damian's starting to let his guard down. Can't really blame him being 3 games up. Apop's already clearly sort of given up, verbally at least. But there we go. Damian does get his first goal of the game. It's 2 minutes in. Gives himself hope for the sweep. With all the late game comebacks, the late game prowess really for Damian. Apop's had that trouble in the past. I mean, maybe he's thinking back to, previous series that these two have had when Damian's had comebacks. Because I mentioned at the start of the series, Damian is so good at making those comebacks because he can just outpace you and outplay you, and he has so many chances to get those goals. When he just fully commits to it, there's a good chance of making it happen, and he is making this comeback happen now. I mentioned domination from Apop. Well, that is definitely not true anymore. He only has a 1-goal lead and definitely doesn't have enough time to just hold it. Waits in the corner, avoids the demo, but he messes up his wave dash. I was criticizing Damian's execution earlier, but it seems that Apop, oh, it needs to touch it off the post. It just seems that the open net misses, the wave dash fails we've seen a few of. Just the execution from him, and he hasn't really played recently. Obviously, completely his fault for not playing. He had the time, but that is still a valid excuse that last time they played, Apop was, maybe possibly the favorite. It was really hard to say, but he was the one putting the hours in. Damian hadn't put too much time in yet. Now Damian's put in more time. He's got those mechanics back. He's not making as many, rotation game sense mistakes. And Apop, with the low hours now, he's the one that's just been scored on again, losing the 4-goal lead to 5-4. What's the answer to this now? He's gonna go back for his signature corner kickoff that he goes for, of course. It's not gonna work out though. Damian, maybe look for a ground pinch or a pogo. Just ends up getting a reset. Doesn't even need to use it. Just thoroughly outplaying Apop. Damian has so many options to work with. Apop tries to cover them all. And even Damian's plan B, not the pogo. It's plan C even. That's what gets him a goal. There is something that Apop gets back. In just scoring drought from, first minute was pretty much the last time he scored before that. Now, almost the last minute. And again, he's down a goal. Damian, air dribble, takes it up. So deadly from this position. He's got the reset. He's not really able to use it. What? Apop had that open net. He knew he had that open net. Looks like he's definitely given up at this point. Looks for the reset. He does actually score it. So well played from Apop. And I mean, to be specific, he's very good from those offensive corner setups, those aerial setups. I've seen him hit, double resets like that from that area. But all that work, and he's gonna concede another kickoff goal. The 50s definitely, even when he had those starves, that was really tearing him apart. Just the 50s, the kickoffs, he's never really been the strongest at. Well, Damian has definitely been quite good at kickoffs in the past. It's just a challenge game. Another win for Damian. Breakaway isn't open. In fact, he even gives Apop time to get boost. Brings it down for the catch. Tries to get a second touch past. Get to the final 30 seconds. Long shot. Apop! That's another open net miss. Maybe we might have to have a Apop versus bot 1v1 open net challenge over here, because this is kind of ridiculous how many open nets he's missed this series. Now, I understand he's not really high hours right now. He's not super warmed up, but at this point in the series, you just gotta hit that shot. Maybe the earlier chance of him going to the corner instead of scoring the open net was him a higher percentage play for him. But yeah, as the ball touches the ground, Damian gets that 4-0 sweep. And it's well played from him. Definitely. Now he's gonna ask for East. He doesn't know he's just won it. It's been a 4-0 game. He's won it. Such close games at the beginning. If Apop had won those first two games, especially, where he had that lead that he ended up sort of choking, it could have been a whole other story. But I think the mentality from Apop really fell apart there, and now there he goes. GG's.